All right. Let's see. All right, cool. So this seems to be working this time. Yep. Cool. All right, so we'll get back into this. Let's do this. Good to see y'all back. All right, cool. All right, so we're back. We'll see. I'd like to be able to keep this live going for, like another 30 minutes just talking to y'all. So we'll see if this. Oh, no, don't need a lag. All right, so microphone good. Microphone should be good. Yeah, we're still at 200%. And then, all right, everything should be good now. But let's see. What's up, Teresa? What'd you say, Angela? For future reference, have everyone in the chat to type in a color. Okay, that's a new one. So, seeing the title as you join. Nice. Yeah, so TikTok could have, been upset that, I was eventually looking at coming over here. But I think that what I feel, there's a lot that I'm about to rant on with y'all. So today really clarifies some things for me. So TikTok wrote me a few days ago, December 19th, and said that they didn't have good news for me. This is someone that I actually knows that works for TikTok. And basically, they checked out 3 of my videos, seen that, they were suppressed. And then things that they were showing in the video was things that was not bad at all, like at all. And so I actually showed them news reports of where it was like way worse. And the response back was that the team adjusted a new strategy so similar video releases are likely to be limited. Yet, one of those 3 videos, I was the one who broke the news. So, everyone hearing me fine? Yeah. Something must be going on with Edward. Let's see. So, correct. So, what I think that is taking place, things like Daily Mail is sitting there saying, hey, what do we have to lose? We'll pay, this $100 or $300 a day because you can't really do that much. And they'll sit here and pump it out to that. And what's TikTok going to do? Obviously, they're going to take the person who just paid them $300 to push the video out, right? So, while me, who isn't, and if they get 1 million views or 5 million views, TikTok doesn't have to pay them. So yeah, they have severely screwed everybody who talks about news. And if you talk about something, you have to be, something that the news stations are not covering. No, it's not fair to the original content creators. Not fair at all. Um, YouTube doesn't do that. Um, so so far, everything that I looked in on YouTube looks pretty fair on everything. Like I can say, hey, this person had a 45, and YouTube's like, I don't care. Um, I can mention, Trump, Harris, whatever. So, uh, that stinks, Norma. Yeah, I don't know what to say, Norma. Um, um, hey, someone tell Norma to try and turn up the speaker on the video and not on her phone. Um, like there's a way to do it. I'm trying to think of how to do it. But yeah. You did that. What I think is going on, Norma, is just playing through your earpiece, not the other method. Which ones don't? Angela, here or TikTok? Okay. I'll keep that in memory. Which I really don't talk about. Like, I never say anything negative about those places, anyhow, though. Thanks, Trevor. Burgundy and gold. Let's go. Other things I don't like about TikTok. They got rid of Glamham. I don't understand what Glamham did. They got rid of one person that I don't like. I don't care for him, and I'm not going to mention his name, but I don't understand why they got rid of him. They're being tough on, another person that I don't like from years back, but, I don't agree with what they did, to him. So, what did Kat say? You're part of one, yeah. Uh, yeah, Trevor. So I haven't talked to Javante in a little while. I've just been so busy. But I don't agree what they did to Javante either. So it's Cat 6. Okay. Thanks, Moonlight. Moonlight saying if you're on your phone and like you're talking on your phone. Wait, who left a goodbye video? Javante? For real? No. Are you serious? Alright, hold on. I gotta go listen to this. Hold on. I gotta go check it out and see what he said. I've got an idea. So, says he's live right now on one of them. He's live on Javante the reporter. Yeah.
To the family as a whole. This is not one of my best videos that I wanted to make, but I just wanted to say goodbye to my TikTokers and goodbye to the family as a whole. It's been a lot that I've been going through in the last couple of days. A lot of people that's been in my life know my situation, and it's been really hard. And I really hate to say this,
but he's live on his other account, though.
yeah, I really can't do it. It's been a while since I made a video. TikTok's been trying to bring me down. And on top of that, I've been struggling really bad. And I just think I really need to focus on myself and figure out what am I going to do next, because I'm going to be left with nothing. So
I'm watching this video right now.
maybe one day I will come back, but for now, I have to say goodbye. It's been a fun 3 years, and keep strong. I'm happy holidays, guys, and just know it's always love from here. Love you and your peaceful life, guys. It's a sad goodbye.
So, yeah, he went and liked everybody's post, but
It's not one of my best videos.
but
I ain't giving up for good, I swear. I ain't giving up for good. It's in life, you know, you go through hurdles, and it's just how you make it out of it, man. But as a man, you gotta find a way through it too, you know, and that's what I keep trying to do.
yeah, I'm watching his live. I see some of y'all over there.
You know, not everybody throws us a bone to get out of it. Some of us gotta really, you know, all right, we gotta.
Yeah, I'll check in on him later. But he seems like what I caught him saying at one point in his live just now was that, you know, oh man, I can't remember what he said. I'm going to use it out of context. But I think he said something along the line like he's going to keep on trying. Okay, he's going to be gone for a short time. Yeah. So I know that I know that he's got personal stuff going on. He's talked about it. You know, sometimes you got to focus on things like that. He saw me come into his life. But yeah, it's he's a good guy. And he'll get it figured out of whatever he wants to do. And I know that it's hard in the situation that he's in. So I think he's back at that wherever, you know, where it's like a lot of people at. I think he's back at that place. So I think that I could be totally wrong, but I would think that would be kind of hard. You know, you got tons of people walking around. You may feel, you know, weird streaming and things like that. So, okay, so the live is, you know, kind of just sitting there talking more on saying goodbye. Yeah. What did Dakota say? Oh, y'all talking to each other. What's up, Just Jim? So, but yeah, yeah, I'm not a fan of TikTok. I've been, good grief, I can't tell you how many times I've been wanting to be done with them. So I'm just being completely honest. So, and now that I know that I'm carrying them, like, look, I'm being for real on that statement. They used to sit there, I would have 400 to 1,500 people subscribe to me. You know, they took half their cut on those subscriptions, sometimes more. But guess what? I was able to get paid off of the videos that I would make. So if I had a 1,000,000 view video that would blow up, I'd make money off of that. Here in the last almost few months, it's been completely crap on the videos. I mean, way down. It was down so much, I would say that it was like 10 times down. No exaggeration. Yeah, I hate that for you, Norma. But yeah, so sorry, you got my train thought out of whack. I forgot what I was saying. Mango? Who's Mango? Hey, buddy. Yeah, you can send me a message. Send it on Discord if you want to. I'm surprised that there's 51 people in here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think some people might be delayed. Yeah, 61 people now. Let's go. Yeah, we'll get this started up. I think I'm gonna go make some spicy TikTok videos though. What's up, Sabrina? But yeah, I'm pretty much. I mean, oh, I was talking about TikTok. I was carrying them. So when it first started, I had subscribers, but I also made money off of videos. It then has turned into the last few months of videos were not really doing good. So, and that's because they were not pushing them, and they just admitted to that they were not pushing them with telling me that, oh, we don't want any, duplicate stories out there, so we're gonna suppress them. That's literally what they told me. With their new strategy was that there would be no similar videos, and they would be limited. So if they're gonna sit there and do that, then what do I need to keep my business over there on TikTok where they take half of it? So So what's the word on the drones? I haven't looked that much on the drones yet. From Quebec, what's up? Y'all have any of these drones up there in Quebec? Any parts of Canada, anything like that? No similar videos, so all the gaming channels are doomed essentially. Exactly. And you know what? I think you're right with that. So you know one thing that might help? I might see if I can like sometimes like once in a while get like a banner that goes through um telling people to, make sure to click the live button. Maybe the new administration will change. Oh, I no, I don't believe that. I really don't. I like Trump. I voted for Trump. Um, but y'all know I'm also a realist. Um, but like I've seen the way that Trump's talked the last few times on TikTok, and I haven't heard like Trump being like, "Oh yeah, that's right. I said that I was gonna save TikTok." It's kind of like a beat around the bush type statement. That's how I feel. Um, and also TikTok. I mean, I'm surprised that the Supreme Court is actually sitting there saying we're going to listen to you. So, Amber Tucky, great question. Amber said, why can't Elon just buy TikTok? And he can, but TikTok doesn't want to sell. TikTok makes so much money around so many other places, other countries. So, um, but I don't know. I don't see it. TikTok's argument is that they're for freedom of speech. Yet if I say Trump over there on TikTok, I get suppressed. If I say gun, I get removed. You know? Like, do you know that you can't even say the word docs over there? You can't even type out the word docs. So, uh, nah, I think I'm probably done on TikTok. I mean, I will unleash it. If I might make a video here and there sometimes, but this is where I'm going to be doing stuff more. I'm going to be doing the podcast more. So, um, they don't like dumb either. Yeah, I know. I hate it. Um, but I mean, I'm tired of carrying TikTok. So, it's okay, Vincent. Yeah. Yeah, no. I hate it. How long y'all been subscribed for? 630 days. That's insane. But I do think that TikTok's going to get it banned. They've really, really pushed people to want to go to other platforms, so. What's up, Nicole? But yes, I don't think that I do think that a lot of creators have already left TikTok and been getting established on other things. So, yeah, you're thinking Trump will save TikTok. Um, we'll see, but I don't think I'm going to be a part of it. I think I'm, you know, what I mean. So let's say that TikTok gets saved. I'm still not going to make that many videos over there. I'm not going to sit here and bust my butt every day in, day out of trying to make videos. I'll do some lives here and there. And I'll probably make short videos. So, but you know, I'm done trying to focus in on over there. I'm gonna start focusing in on a podcast and YouTube to go along with it. Oh, screw Lemonade. Lemonade is literally just TikTok shop. So you like TikTok shop? Yeah, I mean that's fine if you do. But yeah, I mean Lemonade is exactly TikTok shop. Correct. Lemonade is owned by ByteDance as well. So if the ban happens, Lemonade's gone as well. You want a Team Vincent? Neptune has the possibility to be good. The only thing that I see as a negative for Neptune, they have a lot of good ideas, and they better come out swinging on all of them working. And I think it's really good that they're doing a beta version. But they really need to make sure that's fully cleaned up. So, which I don't think the beta version is going to start for a few months. Nah, X, you don't really make money like they used to. And I think the problem that messed X up, I'm going to be honest on this. I think that they had a lot of big people leave. So let's be real. You have, you know, probably almost 35% in this country that doesn't like one side. You know, you've got 35% that are hardcore Republicans. You got 35% that are hardcore Democrats. Call them libertarians, call them conservatives, whatever you want to. But, you know, I'm talking about the hardcore ones. Now, you got 35% Democrats who more than likely left X. You know, so that their revenue just used to, it seemed like it was okay, but I ain't seen revenues. I haven't seen anybody over there talking about them being successful on there. February is what it's looking like. I'm assuming you're talking about Neptune. Need you to list all these apps. Well, the only app that we know of that that I are from my investigation that I know that works is podcast and YouTube. Um, as far as the other ones, they don't have the money. Um, so, what'd you say? Let's see. Mary said, I know a creator that had $1,000 disappear from his account with no explanation. He can't get it back. On where? On TikTok? Because that's not the first time that I've heard this story, by the way. That's another thing going on with TikTok. Lots of creators last month or the month before said I had the message that a lot of them got, which was that they deposited the money into the account. And my wife actually asked me about it that evening. She was like, hey, did you get did TikTok pay you? Because they pay every 15th. And and I was like, let me check. And I went to it and it said that they did. And then I wrote them, and then that night, late at night, it went into my account. But there's a lot of people that I know on TikTok that I was writing before, saying, did you get paid? And like days later, they were writing me going, did you get paid? And I was like, yeah, I got mine late at night. And they were like, I still didn't get mine. So, like, here's another thing you have to watch on TikTok. So TikTok used to sit there and, like, right now, like, you're supposed to get paid on the 15th. So used to, you got from November 15th to December 15th. You got paid for that, is how it was. Well, TikTok, about 6 months ago, they changed it to where you get paid October 15th to November 15th, but that's not sent into your account until December 15th. So lots of creators are going to be screwed by the way they're doing things with, like, if you're getting views right now. So if TikTok was to shut down on the 19th, I will not get a single dime of what I made after November 15th. Because they're a month back. There ain't no dang way they're going to write and be like, oh yeah, let's clear this up. So you can, it's up to you if you want to discontinue your subscription. It doesn't hurt my feelings. You can keep it if you want, but think about it like this. So, I hate saying it this way, but I'm going to just spit it all out. Whatever sticks for you, sticks for you. So, if you feel like the $6 ain't that bad, and it's like, hey, it's just going to be a month and we'll see if it's shut down or not, then shrug your shoulders. And if it ends on the 19th, it ends on the 19th. And you just end it, and I may not get that money. But if it continues going, then I'll still make some content over there, but I'm not going to be rock starring it like I used to. I'm going to be pushing here more. I mean, you see, I'm literally, to have 61 people in a live with me just running my mouth over here on YouTube, I think is actually fairly good. And I think if I continue to push this, I think it would continuously go up and up and up. So, you're almost a Steve. Oh, I hate that. I mean, keep trying. But yeah, so if TikTok ends, can't do anything about it. If TikTok does not end and it somehow stays somewhat manageable, I'll go live over there a couple of times here and there. Not a lot though. My main focus is here. I'll let y'all know well in advance. You know, if it was like that, I'll let y'all. I will always keep y'all updated. So, bashing in progress always. Yeah, TikTok's really ticking me off. There's a lot that I have to say about TikTok. That works on your end. Let's go. Yeah, if TikTok actually did what they're claiming, like, you don't know how bad I want it. They're going to the Supreme Court with trying to tell the Supreme Court that they don't do censorship, that they're for freedom of speech. That's literally what they're going to Supreme Court's doorsteps with. You don't know how bad I want to sit there and have a sign up that says, here's my account, go look at it. You know? You say that you're freedom of speech, go visit my account. Tell me why I can't say the word pistol or can't say Kamala Harris. You know? Like, TikTok, stop literally, you're lying. Like, that is the most blatant lie ever. No, I don't have to talk in code here. Wait, what, Cation? I'm lost on what Cation just said. Possibly testicular torsion? I'm so lost. Anybody else lost on that? Gotten to the point of having a conversation with a family member, and I'll say pew pew. Yes. You had to come here to show the protest, but the protests were live. Oh yeah, yeah. Like, again, another thing. Just as D is saying, it's another thing that TikTok loves to say that they're for freedom of speech, but here's the situation that D just mentioned. You know, you can't even say the word dox on TikTok. Like, why can you not say dox? that's horrible. Cajun, is that what's... I thought you were just speaking in random Cajun, but I'm guessing that you're speaking with somebody that you know is going through that. Hate that for you. I'll be praying for you. Uh, but yeah, doxing is just a weird one that they're censoring. How long have I been live now? 41 minutes without an issue? That's good. I may need to update my computer. Who wants to buy me a computer? I'm gonna go order the parts, and get somebody to put it together. I've talked to a few computer stores. They actually said if you buy the parts and bring them here, we'll put them together. I think only for like $150. I was like, let's go. So, yeah, if Mike, if you have any, you know, tips on things to try and get, I'll hit me up. So. Yeah, I've been live now for... This live has been 40 minutes. The other one was 20 minutes. I think the other one messed up because I really do think that it's my computer. So I think I'm looking at maybe spending a couple of grand on a computer. I'm making you yawn. Sorry, Robin. What I'm waiting on is people, like, YouTube's gonna shut down, and what I'm waiting, I'm YouTube. TikTok's gonna shut down, and I'm waiting on people to come over to my YouTube channel, you know, like a few months later and be like, "Oh my gosh, I thought I was never gonna see you again." Like, I'm waiting for those comments. That's right, Vincent. Yeah, on here, yeah, you can change the notification settings and actually get them all. Ain't that right, Vincent? That's right. You didn't do any spraying, did you? Smells like spraying. You better not be spraying. Mom's gonna beat your tar. No planes today. I could have put up planes. I didn't. Should make a talk about YouTube. I ended up getting pneumonia. Good grief, that sucks. You know, my wife, she's sick pretty bad. She's actually sleeping in another part of the house right now. My wife, she watched my TikTok video, and the next morning she woke up and she was sick, and she was like, "Was it the drones?" I really think that it was a fog cloud. It was really cold outside. But my wife is sitting there, she's like, "It was those freaking drones." But yeah. Strep and upper respiratory infection. Yeah. for my wife, when she coughs, it burns in her chest. I haven't actually looked outside for the drones. I want to. Something fun to watch. What are we talking about today? Randomness, making sure this live works. Haven't seen any lately. I noticed someone on TikTok. Sorry for the yawning. I'm getting tired. But I saw someone on TikTok completely had a fake map up showing how many hot spots were called in tonight. It had all of the middle of America all the way to the East Coast in bright red. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, oh man, some people exaggerate things. You know, it happens. Got people who go fishing, they'll be like, oh man, I caught this largemouth bass. That joker weighed 20 pounds, and then you actually see the picture of it, and you're like, did that even break like a pound? 2 pounds maybe? Pneumonia is going around. I've wondered. Can you take flu medicine for pneumonia? That's what you got, Charlotte? Charizard. Can you fix your name to Charizard, please? Doesn't help. You had it too. What is ABX? What the freak is an ABX? Parallel universes. Let's go. I'm down for that stuff. I was actually watching that little kid who was explaining the fourth dimension earlier today. I enjoy that kid. He honestly reminds me of myself just as an adult. Oh, RX, not RBX. Good luck on trying to get my wife to go to the hospital. Antibiotics. All right, let's check. Flight radar. Let's see, what do we have? That's up on you live. Now you're gonna have people start coming in, sticking around when it gives that little boost. Most tracked flight. Wait, what? Did Santa Claus already start? Why is Santa Claus already starting? Did y'all know this? Posted in flights. You haven't even bought stocking stuffers. So, y'all ready for a spicy topic? Press 1 if you're ready for a spicy topic. Also, this is the point where you don't allow your kids to listen to me. We're going to have a real conversation. A real heart-to-heart conversation. So, is there anybody... Yep, that's right. Adults only. Is there anybody in here that refuses to let their child ever believe in Santa Claus? Is there anybody in here? Oh, yes, D. Cat 6. Angela didn't. So, it depends on, in my opinion, it depends on how you tell your child, about Santa Claus. Are you teaching your child and it's like God, knowing what you're going to be doing, good or bad, sees all. But here's the thing. Big time. This is me. You ain't got to be like me. That's fine. You don't have to agree with me on what I say on this. But I do not like Santa, the Tooth Fairy, Easter Bunny at all. I do not. It's not about pagan. I could care less, like where things come from. What it deals with is that my personal holidays being destroyed, for something that is not in it at all. So, I celebrate Christmas as a remembrance to Christ's birth. Sure, I do gifts. I go around, it's a fun act to do. Easter, the act of where eggs come from, is actually Catholic. Way back in the day, when people were poor, they would bring eggs to one another. So that's where that comes from. But the Easter Bunny, no. Santa Claus, no. But now there is some things that I don't like, and it does have to do with being a witch, a pagan, whatever you want to call it, because there's many different ways out there. Now, y'all know that I'm very, very respectful of everybody for their thoughts, beliefs, things like that. But I do have my own, and I do stay rooted. So much so that if my child loses a tooth, I will not put it underneath the pillow to exchange it to a false idol to sacrifice their tooth, a part of my child tooth. Sounds pretty brutal, right? But is that not what it means? I mean, what are you doing with that tooth? You give the tooth to a tooth fairy in exchange for some type of currency. Now, I will speak on the other side of my mind. The other side of my mind, I agree with what Trina said. You know, it hurts a child when they learn that Santa's not real. They question a lot of things. Um, it has some children where they question God. Um, or they question you just flat out. What else have you lied about? Or it might get a child to lie. Um, but one thing, if a parent says that they want their child to believe in Santa Claus, that is on the parent. That is not up for me to sit there and try to talk to the child. That's not right. And I remember there was one time I was driving down the road and there was a person that had a sign up that said Santa's misspelled for Satan. I went and got, they were holding a billboard sign, and I went and got one and stood in front of the sign, and I said, you know, Merry Christmas on there. And that's what I did in front of that person's sign, and to where no child had to see that. No child needed to see that. That does believe, you know, or the parent does want them to believe. So, but yeah. Um, the only time that I will sit there and to actually tell a child, you know, something like that of my beliefs is if it's my child or it's in my, you know, church community type deal. Thank you, Terry. They worked hard getting the tooth out of their own. Maybe reward is necessary. My dad is also a Baptist preacher, and we still did Santa and Tooth Fairy, but I felt like I always knew the Tooth Fairy and Easter Bunny weren't real, but Santa was more of a state of being. Um, yeah, that's one. I mean, they're scriptures on stuff like that. I mean, you have. Oh man, hold on. I gotta get this stinking bug out of here. Hold on a second. Be right back. Give me like 2 minutes. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. There's a stinking stink bug. But yeah. Vincent was after it. But yeah. You don't want to lie to your kids, yeah. Giving money for a tooth is fine, but to lie about a tooth fairy is wrong. Yeah. Yeah, like like I could like that. I'm with you on that as well. Christmas was the festival and winter solstice. So that's where, hey, if you see it that way, that's fine. I do it as a remembrance for the birth of Jesus Christ. You know, I mean, it's not like the Bible sits here and says that, oh man, it's exactly this date. You know, now Easter, you have a rough estimate of when the date is. You know, and again, that's about remembrance. So, and I know that some people like, I don't know what it is. Some people like really get a hard on for being against Catholics, for having exact dates to stuff. But I really like it that Catholics do, because I learned about some cool things. You know, like who in here knows about Accession Day? Who in here does not know about Accession Day? Cool. I see that so far people do know about it. But yeah, if it was not for Catholics, I'm just being honest. If it was not for Catholics, so okay, so I see someone doesn't know what it is. So Accession Day is where Jesus Christ dies on the cross and comes back to walk the earth for 40 days. Is that correct? 40 days? Comes back to walk earth for 40 days. And then he goes up. And if it was not for Catholics, I would have continued thinking that Jesus just literally came back just for like for a moment, and that you know, Thomas, with putting his finger in the wound and everything, that would have just been like for a moment of one day, and Jesus would have went back. That's what I would have thought. But because of Catholics, on that day, I was like, wait, what? And it made me go and study it. And I was like, huh, interesting. So it's not that Catholics are just making up a random day as, a remembrance. So see, I was thinking like third day. I just, yep, third day. Like that's the way I was thinking. So I really do appreciate Catholics. So I appreciate all religions that deeply feel the Word of God and want to teach people about the Word of God. So Appreciate it, Robin. But yeah, I like being a realist and just it's who I am. Born, baptized, and raised Catholic. Not Catholic, but you knew that? That's awesome that you knew that. Good for you. Bible Gospels have events that were more than one day. Um, you're not Catholic either. Have a good heart. Appreciate it. Yeah, I was raised Pentecostal, but not like the strict Pentecostal. It was almost like Pentecostal, but non-denominational. That's how I was raised. My whole entire family, I won't say the whole entire family, but a lot of my family went on to be pastors or, something of that nature. Everybody thought I was going to be a pastor. Maybe I should have been a pastor. Maybe I will be a pastor. But my way that I like doing it, here's my way that I like doing it. I would love to have a church. I would. But I also like where I can sit here just on a random night, be talking to, 50 or 200 people, whatever it may be, 8,000 people. And something just happens to where I'm inspired to talk about, the Word of God. And I could work, or not me work, but God could work through me to talk to that one person who needs help better than I could be inside of a church, possibly. I hope that makes sense. So, like, I feel there's a lot of people that could be in here. There's 54 people. There could be one person that stumbles into here, makes a comment, cuts up, makes a joke about God or something like that, and they get a response out of me that's very kind-hearted, or let's have a discussion. I mean, there's some people who come in to these lives when they hear me talking about God, and they're like, can I ask a serious question? I'm like, go ahead. Like, there was one person who literally wrote one day in one of my lives and said, hey, I'm gay. And I had a conversation with them. I told them, what's the Word of God say? I sat there and I even told them a sin's a sin. We had it. We had a real conversation. While if that person may have never went to church, now they might go to church. Be like, you know what? It's not as bad as I thought. All have fallen short. Fishers of men. Let's go. Really working on my back into it. No, yeah, correct. Nobody's perfect. I mean, talking about that person who was gay. Let me throw you something. All of y'all seem like y'all know this. We all seem like we're Christians in here. But I felt horrible. I mean, I've got a cousin who's gay, you know, and they don't come to me to talk because they know that I'll be a realist, but they know that I'll be very kind hearted. They know what my answer is already. But here's my thing. Are we all aware that worry is a sin? To worry is a sin. I don't know what my ultimate sin is, but I feel that I've worried so many dang times. It's ridiculous. All I'm getting at is I'm doing the exact same as any any sin that is out there, except for blasphemy. Any. They're the exact same. Now, man's law is different. Man will view things as different because of how our justice is. But with heavenly eyes, it's all the exact same. And it's a hard one to sit there and see that. Appreciate it, Robin. Felt like there was something else I was wanting to say. Here's what the other thing that I always like to tell people. Some people want to make forgiveness out to be really hard. You'll hear some people, like when you're talking to them, some of us, we have no idea. You know, we'll go to someone and we'll be like, hey, how are we to forgive, or how are we to ask for forgiveness? And you'll have some people that'll just go on stuff that's not scripture at all. And they'll make it sound really complicated, you know, really hard. You'll have some people that'll sit there and be like, "Oh, well, you're never to commit that sin again," you know, and all these steps and regulations and things like that. And it's like, no, it's really easy. It is very, very easy. You know, you have some people that make out going to heaven is really hard as well. It's not hard. Again, it's very, very easy. I mean, clean cut. All you got to do is ask Jesus into your heart and it's done. Like you that's it. That is literally it. Now, you want to keep on that straight and narrow path. You don't want to sin. You don't want to find yourself being the weeds on the side of the road. You don't want to find yourself in, you know, the basque of weeds and things like that. You want to stay your straight and narrow path. But you can ask for forgiveness over and over and over and over and over and over again. Thanks, Mike. So, when you give complicated answers to people, or when people hear complicated answers, I guess I'll say it like this. When people hear complicated answers of saying, oh, well, you got to do it this way to ask for forgiveness. Oh, you have to, do all of these other steps and everything, blah, 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 in order to get into heaven and stuff. That's why you get some people that'll sit there and honestly say they don't deserve to go to heaven, or that, they're going to go to heaven. So, judge not. I mean, I'm so when you're in your communion, that's one thing. So if you're at church, you're a member, and someone's doing something, you should, you know, don't let them lie and sin. But when you're walking down the street and you see someone in the grocery store and they're doing something, no, that is not your place. You but for me, judging means condemning someone to hell, like actually judging. To sit there and be saying, you're going to hell for what you're doing. That's the way that I look at it for judging. You know, yeah, I've seen some people stand on the side of the road. I remember I was going to a football game one day, and this guy sat there and told a child that they were going to hell because they were going inside of the football game, and there was going to be children there. I mean, cheerleaders. And I was like, what? Like, how could you tell a child that? Judge correctly. Yeah. I need to go. I need to go read up on a lot of that. But I rarely tell someone without asking. Heck, I don't know if I've ever told someone that they're sinning. Well, I'll talk to my wife, and vice versa. Um, but yeah, as like if someone comes to me and they say, hey, is this a sin? It's like, well, let's go investigate. But like if someone's doing something that's a sin, I don't think I've ever called them out. I'm sure I have, but I can't think of an occasion where I have called someone out. Telling someone they can't play, like telling someone they can't play basketball, yeah. I've had a total of 251 views. With the average view duration being 17 minutes. I was raised Southern Baptist. One thing they did right was thorough uh, grounding in the Bible. Yeah. If you told me that I can't play basketball, you'd be wrong. I can't play well. Yeah. I can't play well, but I can play. Yeah. Shoot. I I know how to catch a basketball. I feel I'm that guy who's maybe like one that probably should be the last person picked on a basketball team. I might make that one good shot. Now baseball's another story now, and I need to get back out and play baseball. Been a long time. Soccer, that was another one. You don't want to pick me last on soccer. You don't want to pick me first, but mid rank, higher mid ranked on soccer. Um, Now I don't know. My cardio. I need to get my cardio back. Uh, see what other sports are out there. NASCAR, I think I can do because I drove around Atlanta enough. I think I would have a fair shot at that. Golf, I can do okay at golf. I really just enjoy it for fun. And only about 9 holes. What other sports are out there? Um, Football, I had the heart, but that just was not that great. I didn't have the hands. I needed a lot of teaching, is what I needed in football. I could have excelled at that. You're a good caddy. Come on. Every time I play golf, I mean, it's all about just being relaxed. If you're going to have a bad day, you're going to have a bad day, you know. Couldn't remember place. Yeah, you just had to tell me who I was guarding. Like, yeah, I needed a lot of teaching in football. What other sports are out there? Is that it? Cricket? I never understood the rules of cricket. I wish I did. Pickleball. I did enjoy pickleball. That was fun. Volleyball I liked. Darts? Just let me throw at the board. No joke, you were good at lacrosse. Yeah. Yeah, David said he was pretty good at lacrosse until he got trucked. David, one day I was when I was playing football, I was coming off the side as a cornerback, and I was watching the right guard's eyes, and they were just deadlocked straight forward. And I was like, I got this sucker beat. And I went around him with ease, and the right tackle swung out as they're supposed to and caught me. And it was like I hit a brick wall. I mean, I just straight pancaked without being pancaked. So I understand what you're talking about with being trucked. Track, nice. Yeah, I used to be able to do long range running. I should do that again. Need to get back into it. Your niece played basketball for Southwestern University now. She's a basketball coach. No joke. That's awesome. That is really awesome. Proud of her. What have you missed, Miss Johnson? Not much. Um, we were just seeing how the live was doing, and then just randomly talking stuff. Short legs moved. Yeah, I could never do like fast running off the start. I remember someone when I was running bases in baseball, they were like, "Dude, you remind me of a freaking gazelle." It's like, all right, let's go. Also, I would steal bases. Man, did I love stealing bases. So my coach used to have a thing where it to steal a base, he would, brush the brim on his cap. And I would never know if he was telling me to steal or he was swatting at a gnat. Regardless, I was going to go for it. I get all the way to third, and he'd just be looking at me and be like, "Boy, I didn't tell you to do that, but I'm proud of you." He's sitting there looking at him. Be like, I'm swatting a gnat right now. Don't you still home? Couldn't do hurdles. I couldn't do that either. You're bad at darts. My niece played basketball for. Oh, no, I read that. She teaches basketball and she's a history teacher. That's awesome. You didn't have the hand-eye coordination for sports. You know, catnip. You can try. It's these balls that are like octagon shaped and they have numbers written on them. You can get those and it'll improve your eye coordination. So sit there, catch it in your hand, and see what number you're getting back. There was someone that I told a few weeks ago or so. I jumped in their live. They were saying, like really good stuff that they were doing. I told them, I was like, I'm really proud of you. And they wrote me and they were like, do you know how long it's been since someone told me that they were proud of me? I don't have a clue. That's one thing that I love telling people, that I'm proud of them. What in the world is a chat rate? Chat rate of the stream at the most recently available time. Oh. I guess y'all got pretty slow at the talking. Yep, that's exactly what it's doing. All right, kids. I'm gonna go lay down. Go bed. Hope you all have a wonderful and blessed and amazing night. Always proud of you, Elmo. All right, kiddos. Do not live in fear, because if you live in fear, you die several times in your life. If you do not live in fear, you only die one time. Everyone have a wonderful, blessed, and amazing night. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Take care. God bless. Night, everybody.